Welcome back to another Truck Cab Chronicles. But we're inside the cutting machine today. Take a little break because it's about 63,000. Look at that sweat, my man. Ain't nothing wrong with some sweat equity. What I want to talk about today is I have an upcoming opportunity to be on Hank Parker's podcast. I spoke to Hank Parker for over 45 minutes, and it was like I told my wife, if I never did another video, I felt like, that was a pinnacle. That was really at the top of my mountain. After speaking with him for almost 45 minutes, I realized a few things. First of all, he handled it very professional-like when he had a disagreement with me. Very professional. And I probably didn't handle it well. I probably shouldn't have used the word hypocrite. And like I said, after talking 45 minutes to him, I realized that our thoughts and our ideas of about live scope and those type of things aren't as far apart as I was thinking. I do know he said he likes forward-facing sonar, and said, like us all, we're probably not as good at it as we want to be. But I do understand some of his thoughts, and like he said, I don't want to outlaw it, but I think we got to come to some kind of agreement with it in tournament fishing. And he said he doesn't have the answers. I don't think I have the answers, of course. They don't even know who I am. But he is in a position to say, preserve history. He is one of the historic anglers in Bassmaster, in bass, and all of professional bass fishing. 2 classic wins, Grand Slams, Angler of the Years. He is a legend. And so I wish I would have handled it a little bit. I actually apologized to him because now my opinion on certain things doesn't change. And that's the great thing about America, is we can have differing opinions, still speak to each other, and speak to each other and talk about it. And that's the great thing about America. And it's what a wonderful day to even talk about that with all, as we're celebrating. I'm at work, but a lot of people are at home celebrating, and I don't want them to. You should never forget what we're celebrating. We're not celebrating a hot dog or hamburger or barbecue. You're celebrating soldiers who have served and given that ultimate sacrifice. That's what's important, that we all remember that and put them in our prayers. Second thing that I would say is just how real he is. I didn't know that. You never know if the on-camera personality will be what you talk to, and I can honestly say it was his on-camera personality matches what he was on the phone. Very genuine, very real, and the thing that I'm most proud of is I'm a Christian man. Probably I'm not a perfect Christian man, but he is a Christian who doesn't and did not mind. We had a long conversation with that too. Doesn't mind telling people that he's a Christian man, and he doesn't deny it and he doesn't hide it. And that's a great example for me, young kids, everybody. Somebody in his position where the world doesn't want you to do that anymore. He doesn't care. And so I took some good things out of it. I learned a lot talking to him. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong in a situation. My opinion on some of the things may still differ from his. But I do know this: I would love to grow high school bass fishing. And we're going to talk about that deeper in his podcast. But the one thing that I found out is we're not quite as far apart. It's just when you talk to somebody, you get the full feeling of what they're saying. And I got that full feeling. I'm huge on bass history and fishing history. I love talking about the old school baits, the hellbenders and the mud bugs, and those cool old baits that don't get used anymore. And I can understand his point of view. But guys, I'm so looking forward to it. I'm going to film it this week with him. We got a big tractor coming by. We're going to let that bad boy get on by because he's making a lot of noise. That's a John Deere. I hate them things. They ain't very good. Look at him getting on by. He might get in around there and get turned around. But I'm just honored to talk to him, and I'm honored to be on his podcast upcoming. I'm going to be following, I think, Bobby Murray and Randall Tharp. They're also filming some episodes with him that same day. So just to be in the same conversation as them is quite an honor to me. It's quite an honor to me. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for all my listeners. I'm very thankful for all the veterans who serve this great country and the ones that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. I am forever in debt for that. But I cannot wait to be on this podcast. But I want to say once again, sometimes my mouth gets the best of me, and I don't mind admitting when I need to have a better choice of words. He handled it as a professional that's been on TV 35 or 40 years, got his point across. I handled it like somebody who's been doing it about 2 or 3. There's a big difference. Taught me some stuff, and still we were able to say, hey, we don't agree about certain things, and that's okay. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It was probably one of the highlights of my fishing stuff that I've ever done was talking to the great Hank Parker, and I cannot wait to get on this podcast. But I hope all of y'all tune in when they put that out. That's an honor, and I can't wait to just talk about fishing. And but guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell.